Have you ever wondered why something that once provided comfort and ease now feels hurried, detached, or even frustrating? As men journey through their years, as their bodies and minds transform in subtle yet significant ways, what functioned perfectly in your 30s or 40s might no longer suit you at 60 or 70. Yet few discussions address the private habits we carry into older age, particularly regarding masturbation. It's a subject many avoid, but it remains a natural and deeply personal aspect of life. Here's the reality. Masturbation in your senior years isn't just normal, it can be crucial for your physical health, mental clarity, emotional equilibrium, and sexual confidence, but only when practiced mindfully. The issue is that too many older men unknowingly perpetuate outdated habits and harmful misconceptions in this intimate act. These 7 silent mistakes, identified by prominent doctors and men's health specialists, could be diminishing your satisfaction, contributing to reduced sensitivity, or even causing long-term dysfunction. Let's examine them and, more importantly, help you reclaim this private domain with wisdom, self-respect, and renewed vitality. But first, if you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest hitting that button and activating the bell so you never miss another health tip created specifically for you. If you find this video helpful, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to inform me how I can develop better content for you. Mistake 1. Believing in the semen retention myth. Many older men are drawn into thinking that withholding ejaculation will somehow enhance their energy, improve their focus, or even boost testosterone levels. It's a belief grounded in outdated ideas and internet pseudoscience. While some evidence suggests brief periods of abstinence may cause temporary hormonal shifts, the truth is far more nuanced and far more human. Your body was designed for natural release. When you inhibit that function for extended periods, it can result in discomfort, pelvic congestion, mood fluctuations, and even heightened risk of prostate issues. For men over 60, these consequences aren't merely inconvenient, they can be detrimental to your overall well-being. Doctors stress that healthy, moderate ejaculation is beneficial. It aids hormone regulation, supports prostate health, alleviates tension, and can even enhance sleep. Holding back for weeks or months, hoping to achieve some mythical power, often leads to the opposite: frustration, irritability, and disconnection from your body's genuine needs. Masturbation isn't about demonstrating control, it's about understanding your body's rhythm, honoring its signals, and discovering a healthy balance. Consider it not as indulgence, but as self-maintenance, like stretching or deep breathing. When approached mindfully, it can center you, energize you, and help you feel more connected to yourself. But if you're still holding on to the belief that control equals strength, perhaps it's time to question what other outdated habits might be silently limiting your pleasure and performance. You may be surprised by the next mistake, because it's one most men repeat without even realizing it. Mistake 2. Using the same grip and technique every time. Routine can be reassuring, especially regarding personal habits developed over decades, but when it comes to masturbation, employing the exact same grip, pressure, and motion consistently can quietly work against you. Many older men stick with what's familiar without recognizing that this predictability can lead to diminished sensitivity and even interfere with their capacity to enjoy intimacy with a partner. The body adapts. If it receives identical stimulation repeatedly, it becomes conditioned to respond only to that particular pattern over time. This can make experiencing pleasure more difficult, reaching climax more challenging, or staying mentally engaged harder. You might find yourself feeling frustrated, disconnected, or even questioning your virility, when actually all your body requires is variety to reinvigorate sensation. The solution is simpler than most realize. Switch hands, alter the pressure, change the rhythm, experiment with new motions, or even introduce safe and appropriate tools. You're not abandoning what works. You're expanding your experience. It's about keeping your nervous system engaged and your mind present. Just as muscles grow stronger when challenged with new exercises, your pleasure grows richer when you permit yourself to explore new sensations. This isn't about novelty for novelty's sake. It's about staying attuned to your changing body and giving yourself permission to evolve with it. You deserve pleasure that grows with you, not fades with age. But there's another mistake far more prevalent than most men realize, one that could explain why so many experiences feel rushed and unsatisfying. You might not even know you're doing it. Let's discuss it next. Mistake 3. Rushing through the experience. In younger years, many men learn to masturbate quickly out of necessity, secrecy, or habit. But as time passes, what was once a hurried act can become a deeply ingrained pattern, and that's where the problem begins. Rushing through the experience transforms it into something mechanical, something detached from genuine pleasure. It becomes more about release than enjoyment, and for men over 60, this hurried approach can deprive you of the deeper, more fulfilling sensations your body remains fully capable of experiencing. When you hurry, your body lacks time to build arousal gradually. Your mind doesn't remain in the moment. Instead, you race toward completion, barely noticing the journey. Over time, this can desensitize you, leaving you feeling underwhelmed or emotionally flat afterward. What used to be a source of connection can begin to feel empty. Slowing down, however, changes everything. It provides your body space to awaken, invites your nervous system to fully engage, and allows your mind to reconnect with each sensation. Deep breathing, intentional touch, and reducing the pace can transform an ordinary moment into something nourishing and powerful. Pleasure isn't merely about climax, it's about presence, rhythm, and curiosity. By treating this time as meaningful rather than routine, you begin to feel more alive, more complete, and more in harmony with yourself. It's not about taking longer for its own sake. It's about rediscovering what you may have been rushing past for years. But even slowing down won't unlock your full potential if you're solely focused on one part of your body. The next mistake might surprise you. It's something most men completely overlook. Mistake 4. Ignoring the rest of your body. Over the years, many men have been conditioned to concentrate exclusively on their genitals during self-pleasure, as if that's the only source of sensation that matters. But the reality is, your body contains countless nerve endings and pleasure zones that, when explored, can completely transform your experience. By restricting stimulation to just one area, you miss out on the complete range of physical and emotional sensations that your body remains very capable of offering, even after 60. Your inner thighs, chest, lower abdomen, neck, and especially the perineum are regions that can intensify arousal and deepen connection. These areas don't just provide physical sensitivity, they also enable you to feel more present, more attuned to your body, and more emotionally aware during the experience. Gentle touch, massage, temperature variations, these aren't indulgences, they're pathways to greater pleasure. Engaging your entire body helps break free from stale routines and creates a much richer, fuller experience. It's not about being experimental or unusual, it's about honoring the complexity of your body and allowing yourself to experience it completely. You're not just a single part, you're a system of sensations, emotions, and awareness. When you stimulate the whole, your sense of satisfaction naturally increases. But even when you explore more of your body, the approach to touch itself can make all the difference. And there's one common oversight that's quietly reducing comfort and sensitivity for countless men. It's something so simple yet so frequently ignored. Let's uncover it next. Mistake 5. Avoiding lubrication. As men age, natural changes in the body, like decreased skin moisture and sensitivity, can make physical touch feel different than before. Yet many men continue to masturbate without using any lubrication, often from habit or believing it's unnecessary. The truth is, avoiding lubrication can significantly restrict your comfort and pleasure. It can cause friction, irritation, and even microscopic skin damage that diminishes sensitivity over time. Using a quality lubricant can completely transform your experience. It allows for smoother, gentler motion, reduces discomfort risk, and more closely mimics the sensation of partnered intimacy. It can help awaken nerve endings that may have gone quiet and can extend the duration and quality of your pleasure. And for men who may have joint stiffness or reduced hand dexterity, lubrication can decrease effort and make the experience easier and more enjoyable overall. There's no shame in using tools that support your body's changing needs. Just as we wear reading glasses to see more clearly or supportive shoes to move with ease, lubricant is simply another form of self-care. It's not a weakness, it's wisdom. Embracing it can make you feel more connected, more alive, and more in control of your sexual well-being. But even with the right tools in place, many men are still hindered by something far more powerful than physical limitations. It's not in the body, it's in the mind, and unless addressed, it can silently sabotage even the most intentional efforts toward pleasure. What is it? You're about to find out. Mistake 6. Feeling shame or guilt about the act. For many men over 60, their feelings about masturbation were formed long ago, often in environments where sex was taboo and self-pleasure was viewed as something to conceal or feel ashamed of. Even now, decades later, those quiet messages can still persist beneath the surface. You might intellectually understand that masturbation is normal and healthy, yet still experience a flicker of guilt afterward or feel compelled to keep it secretive and rushed. This emotional tension can affect not only your experience, but also your overall relationship with your body and sexuality. The reality is, there is absolutely nothing shameful about taking time for yourself. In fact, when approached with intention and care, masturbation can be a powerful form of emotional grounding, stress relief, and even spiritual connection. It's a moment of self-respect, not indulgence. Research indicates that regular self-pleasure in older adults correlates with improved sleep, better mood, decreased anxiety, and greater self-confidence. Yet none of these benefits are fully realized if guilt clouds the experience. Releasing shame begins by questioning where those old beliefs originated. Were they truly your own or imposed by someone else? When you start to view masturbation not as a secret habit, but as a natural and healthy form of self-care, everything transforms. You deserve to feel peace, comfort, and pride in knowing you're caring for yourself in a meaningful way. Still, emotional freedom is only part of the equation. There's one final mistake that often goes unnoticed, yet it can drastically limit your pleasure as your body continues to age. Most men don't even realize it's an option until they try it, and when they do, everything shifts. Mistake 7. Ignoring tools and enhancements designed for men over 60. As the body changes with age, many men experience shifts in sensitivity, dexterity, and stamina. Yet, despite these natural developments, they often continue using the same approach to self-pleasure they've used for decades, without considering that there are now tools specifically designed to support and enhance their experience. Whether due to pride, discomfort, or simply not knowing what's available, ignoring these resources can mean missing out on deeper comfort, easier motion, and even stronger sensations. There are numerous modern tools created with older men in mind: soft silicone sleeves that replicate natural touch, ergonomic designs that support stiff joints, and gentle massagers that stimulate areas you may have never explored before. These products aren't about replacing your touch or your masculinity. They're about enhancing your connection with your body and adapting wisely to how it changes over time. Just as you'd use reading glasses without hesitation or invest in better shoes for joint support, using a well-designed enhancement for self-pleasure is simply smart self-care. The truth is, you don't lose your sexuality with age, you evolve it. Embracing tools made for your stage of life allows you to explore pleasure in ways that are more fulfilling, less effortful, and better aligned with your current needs. You might even discover new sensations that reignite a sense of curiosity and vitality you thought was long gone. But tools and techniques are only part of the story. What truly transforms your experience is the mindset you bring into it, and when you start putting all the pieces together, something remarkable begins to happen. Let's bring everything full circle. New mindset and a complete approach to self-pleasure. The most powerful shift you can make at this stage in life isn't just physical, it's mental. As you progress through your 60s and beyond, embracing a new mindset about self-pleasure can lead to a deeper, more rewarding connection with your body. It's no longer about habit, secrecy, or performance. It's about self-respect, curiosity, and honoring the person you are today, not who you were decades ago. When you release old myths, shame, and outdated techniques, you open the door to an experience that can be nourishing, restorative, and even healing. By introducing variety in your technique, slowing down to truly feel each moment, exploring your full body, and using tools designed to support your changing needs, you begin to experience pleasure in a way that's both more meaningful and more satisfying. You're not simply pursuing release, you're creating connection. And when you pair these physical adjustments with an emotional shift, reframing self-pleasure as a form of care rather than indulgence, you unlock a part of yourself that may have gone quiet over the years. You regain confidence, vitality, and a sense of ownership over your sexual well-being. This isn't just about sex, it's about health, peace of mind, and lifelong intimacy with yourself. A complete approach means recognizing that your needs are valid, your desires are healthy, and your time alone can be just as important as any other aspect of your well-being. You're not too old for growth, discovery, or satisfaction. In fact, you may be just now entering the most connected and intentional chapter of your life, and it begins with how you treat yourself when no one else is watching. Conclusion: reclaiming pleasure, confidence, and self-respect. Reaching your 60s and beyond doesn't mean relinquishing intimacy. It means approaching it with deeper wisdom and greater intention. Throughout this journey, we've explored the 7 most common mistakes older men make regarding masturbation. Believing in outdated myths like semen retention, relying on the same grip and technique, rushing through the experience, ignoring the rest of the body, avoiding lubrication, carrying guilt or shame, and overlooking tools that can support your changing needs. But what matters more than the list of mistakes is what you choose to do with that knowledge. You now have the opportunity to reshape this deeply personal aspect of your life into something more fulfilling and respectful of who you are today. This isn't about chasing what once was. It's about creating a new kind of connection, one that meets your body and mind exactly where they are, without judgment or regret. As someone who has spent a lifetime learning, growing, and adapting, you deserve to know that sexual well-being is still yours to enjoy. You are not alone, and you are certainly not past your prime. In fact, many men discover that with just a few small changes in mindset and technique, their sense of pleasure and confidence not only returns, it flourishes. This isn't just about physical release, It's about honoring your body, embracing your experience, and giving yourself permission to feel good without apology. Now that you've taken the time to learn, the next step is simply this: begin. You owe it to yourself, and the rewards waiting on the other side may be far greater than you ever expected. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.